Hey, Terina, how are you?
I'm doing so good. How are you, Darlene?
I'm good. Thank you so much for taking time to talk about our time working together. I know we've been working together the past little over 6 months at this point because we're recording a little while after we finished our coaching together. But you signed up to be a part of my Attract and Stand Out program, which is my one-to-one 6 month for entrepreneurs who are ready to just like take their business to the next level. And I just want to set the stage, I guess. Like, take us back for a moment. What was life like prior to working together? If you can remember that far back, I feel like 6 months ago feels like a long time.
I know, right? It seems like quite a while ago. I feel like I had this great idea of what I wanted to offer people and this really strong desire and knowing that I could help people, but I didn't know how. I was trying lots of different things without a lot of direction. I was not seeing a lot of success and really frustrated with wanting to help people, but not feeling like I knew how to find them or where to find them or anything like that.
Yeah, you're like, which rock are they hiding under? Where do we find you?
Right? Where are they? Which door? Are they behind one, two, three?
Yeah, and I know you're not alone because that happens so often as entrepreneurs. We start our businesses and we have an amazing gift and a skill and we want to go out there and help people. And then we're like, all right, where's all the dream clients at? Like, where are they laying at? They've got to be here somewhere. So
Yes.
after working together, or during, I should say, working together, like what were some of the things that really surprised you about our work that you were able to uncover and start to implement and put into your business?
So, some of the things that I really enjoyed the most working together was the clarity that I gained. Like, I thought I knew, well, I thought I could help everybody, right? Don't we all? Like, oh, I could just help everybody. And I thought that would help me to help more people if I had things just a little bit more broad, but really discovered like how becoming more clear on exactly who I help would help me to connect with those people better and actually help me to be able to help more people. I really loved the simplicity of working with you. You have everything step by step laid out, planned out with great templates and a great flow where everything we did built off the last thing that we did. And slowly we just went from my nothing to like a really strong foundation for my business.
Which piece of the program would you say was like your favorite to do? Was it like the My Story page, the offer, found like the sales?
Um,
Like which part stood out the most?
so all of those were crucial and so important. As far as what was most fun, I think it was writing my story. And I love the feedback that I've gotten from people as they visited my website of like, I really feel like I know you so much better now after visiting your website, or I feel so much more connected to you now that I've read your story and I really understand how you've gotten to where you are right now. So I feel like that's been one of the most important things and just having that there for people to see. And I also feel like I've become a lot more clear on my messaging and my offer as well, which really helps to attract my ideal clients when I really know what those things are.
That's awesome. I hear that so often too, even with my story page, my story about me page on the website. For those of you that don't know what the heck we're talking about, I call the about me page the my story. I think that's one of the pieces that hits home with so many of my clients is like after we sit down and write your story out, like people will mention like, oh, I love that piece that you shared in your story, or you really drew me in after I read your story, because it just gives people so much more depth. Most about me pages are like a bio. It's like,
So I had a website before we worked together and it was so baby, like a baby website. And my about me was basically my bio. And so now that I have this about me that is really about me and gives people a peek into who I am and lets me share little bits of vulnerability with them so that we can feel connected. I feel like that really helps people to feel drawn in and like they know me. And when we're talking about sales, really people buy you as much as what you're offering. And so I feel like that component is really important to have.
love it. It's so true. People buy from people they know, like, and trust, people they feel connected to, people they relate to. which is why I talk about storytelling so much. And I know you talk about storytelling a lot in your business as well, because it's such a valuable piece, that connection piece. When people get to know you and see you, and they see your values and like what really is important to you, it just changes the game. When you, especially when you're starting a conversation and, you know, at some point going to say like, hey, this is how I support people. This is how I work with them. And I know you built out an amazing 6-month one-to-one program called Authentic You. I thought Authentic You. Yeah, that's what we landed on, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And like having a powerful offer that at the end people can say like, this is exactly what I needed. Like, how do I sign up? How do I work with you?
Yeah.
How do I pay you? Like those types of things are important. And that story helps you get there.
Right. And having my offer clear and my program really clear really helped me to feel more confident as I was communicating that to people, to be able to specifically have the verbiage, have the pillars of what I share, and helps me to communicate that a lot more clearly versus we're a little bit more vague before. And now it's very well defined.
If somebody's sitting on the fence right now and they're looking at signing up for one of my programs, what would you tell them?
Well, I would tell them that you are an amazing human being, and that um, as important as all the business strategies, the templates, the key components to building the foundations for my business were, the personal support and love I felt from you was just as important, because being an entrepreneur is challenging, and there's moments where you feel like, is this going to work? Should I just give up? Like, is this just a dream that may never come into fruition? And your belief in me and your encouragement and your vulnerability to be able to say, I've been exactly where you are. I know what that feels like. And I can tell you that if you just stay consistent, you will get to where you want to be. We're so valuable. And so not only do you have all of the technical tools and all of the experience to back up and help somebody, you have the heart to be able to do it in a way that helped me to feel really empowered and supported throughout the whole program.
Aw, thank you. You're so sweet. I do try to show up, and my success is in my client's success, and seeing you do the work that you love and continue to push through and to really find the rhythm for your passion is what lights me up and makes me want to get out of bed every single morning. So I appreciate that.
You're welcome. And I can feel that. Like, that's not just Darlene giving lip service. That truly is how she runs her business, and you can feel that.
Thank you so much. Terina, you were an amazing client. You're doing amazing things, and I cannot wait to see what you do next, because I know, you have where your business is going. It's just going to keep growing and keep scaling and taking you to the next level. And I know how many amazing lives you're going to impact. So thank you for showing up and being you and doing the amazing work that you do.
Thank you. I appreciate that.